Dream California program. What kind of credit score do you need for this Dream program?
It was actually $1,900 cheaper than another one. Phenomenal. Yeah, right. You're still in the game though. You know, it's always a beautiful thing. I would say the best time to act was yesterday. The next best time is right now. They're coming up with some really incredible programs.
You don't have to have any money down.
Correct.
You don't have to pay for closing costs. Basically, anybody could buy a house.
Isn't 80% of something more than 100% of nothing?
It sure is.
This is a very low risk transaction for people that are very serious about becoming home buyers.
All right, today we got with us Chad Cockerell. What's going on, Chad, with Guild Mortgage? She's going to be talking to us today about this loan program that just seems too good to be true, called the Dream California program. What's up, Chad? Talk to us about this program and why is it too good to be true?
It's really cool because it hits the hot points that we've heard first-time home buyers talk about. I don't have money to put down. Can you give me 100% financing? Okay, no problem. I'd really like to have a lower monthly mortgage payment. You got it. I'd like to pay no PMI. Yep, you got it. So it really hits those top three needs that they have for buying a place. And I'll tell you a quick little analogy, so to speak, because it'll help kind of frame it a little bit. Imagine if you wanted to buy a home, but you didn't have down payment and you wanted to keep your payments lower. And you had a rich uncle who says, listen, I think that real estate's going to go up. You think that real estate's going to go up in value? I do too. So I tell you what, I'm going to co-invest with you. I'm going to put in 20% into the transaction. So you're going to get a loan for 80%. I'm going to help you with the 20% down payment. And while that money, I'm going to give you that money with no interest. You're not going to have to, no payments. So there's not going to be interest accruing. You're not to give me any monthly payment. Now, fast forward 5-10 years down the road, when you go to sell and your home is appreciated, meaning, you know, there's a higher net worth from the sales price in the future versus the purchase price of today, I'm going to share in some of that profit with you. So you're going to give me my original investment back, that 20% I gave you, but you're going to give me 20% of the appreciation. And you'd be nuts not to do it because you're like, okay, let me think about this. I don't have to have money down. My payments are lower because I'm only making payments on 80% of the purchase price. And I have no PMI. So when we're running numbers side by side, we're looking at traditional down payment assistance programs. The same agency, CalHFA, stands for California Housing Finance Agency. They have other first-time homebuyer programs. We have a special one at Guild with 100% financing. Golden State Finance is a different government, quasi-government agency to help first-time home buyers. You run that Dream for All program in comparison to those others on a $750,000 home purchase. It was $1,000 a month cheaper than any of those three, than the best of those three. It was actually $1,900 cheaper than another one. Phenomenal. Yeah. So it is definitely a way, no money in, lower payments, you know, and just the fact that people hate PMI. So I throw that in there. I mean, that's part of the reason why the payment's lower because you're not paying PMI.
Why don't you tell us what PMI is? Because you can say PMI for the people.
PMI stands for private mortgage insurance, and it's required on loans with less than 20% down. And and
how much is that? I mean, how much could that be like a month for PMI?
It could be anywhere from, on a condo at say $450, it was about $125 a month, and on a purchase at $750 with really good credit scores, it's like $225. Now, if you don't have perfect credit scores, that could be upwards of $300.
And what kind of credit score do you need for this Dream program?
Okay, so if you are at 80% or lower on the area median income, and I'm sorry to get super technical, but this is one of their guidelines, you need a 660 credit score. So in Ventura County, if you make $92,320 or less, you only need a 660 credit score. If you make more than $92,320, you need a 680 credit score. So for most people, it would be 680, but there's going to be some of those people that are going to slip in under that 80% AMI and they get the 660 credit score.
Right. And there is a cap, like not anyone could just go apply for this program, right?
Yeah, there's an income cap of $228,000.
Okay. And is that the household or is that just the individual?
That's the borrowers on the loan.
Okay. So two people that make $100,000, you're right there at the limit.
Still,
right?
You're still in the game, though. You know,
Still in
it's
the
a
game.
beautiful thing. Yep.
Nice. All right. So, the thing that I keep hearing, I'm hearing a lot about this program, and like other programs that are just awesome, the problem that we have is that they don't last that long. So,
yes.
What do you think about this program? How much money do they have? How long do you think until they run out of money for this program? And how fast do people need to act to be able to jump on this?
Okay. They have 300 million. I would say 3 to 4 months. Honestly, there's so much buzz. I would say the best time to act was yesterday. The next best time is right now. And I don't, you know me, I'm not high pressure. I don't throw that out there like you got, frantically yelling, you got to get in, we got to get started. But this is the case. You need to get in touch with us right away so we can at least do a pre-qualification and a consultation, make sure we answer any questions. We do have some videos that we can share how the program works. And then the next step would be to do an application and get pre-approved and get out the door with Jason and his team. I'm telling you, yesterday was the best time to have called me.
So the last time we did one of these and we talked about the 10% CalHFA, and before we knew it, it was already gone. How long did that one last?
Money that they had. I mean, they're coming up with some really incredible programs. And I really hope this program does well. And I hope that the fund makes money on the 20% that they share so that they'll keep doing things like this. This is absolutely amazing because it's not giving the money away. It's just saying, look, we're all betting on real estate and there's going to be a yield earned to the fund. I want the fund to make money. If the fund's making money, they'll keep putting out this program.
I can see people saying that they don't want to share the equity. So, like, what are your thoughts on that? Like, do you think you're going to have a lot of borrowers that will pass on this, and just because they don't want to have to pay out that equity?
There will be some that will do that, and certainly you could get your foot in the door. And 3 or 4 years from now, when rates are lower and you have more equity, you can buy them out at that time. You don't have to wait till you sell. So you could say, look, let's get an appraisal, and they allow us to get an independent appraisal or an automated verification of value from an agency, and say, okay, look, we're gonna get one loan now to pay off both loans and buy out the fund and give them that little bit of profit that they've earned in that first 5 years, and then the rest is all ours.
How fast can you buy them out? Is there a time frame?
I would say 6 months because you need the appraised value. You need to market. Otherwise, the guidelines would have you go off a purchase price. So you need at least 6 months, new value, and you can buy them out.
And the interest rates are the same as if you were just getting regular financing, right? There's no
pretty much, yeah. I mean, right. Today's posted rate 6.375, incredible. Like I said, most people that are contacting us right now have been priced out of the market. So when we're saying, hey, look, I ran on a 450 condo, it was $600 a month less on payment. It's like, look, I'm in the game. I don't have the money. And here's the real kicker. If they don't even have the money for closing costs, we can actually overfund the loan to cover closing costs. So if somebody goes, I don't even have enough money for the closing costs, we have a workaround.
So as long as you have, for most people, let's just say between a 660 and a 680 credit score, you don't have to have any money down.
Correct.
You don't have to, there's even an opportunity where you don't have to pay for closing costs.
Correct.
And so basically anybody could buy a house.
Yeah, they're subject to their debt ratio. But yeah, if they got a decent credit and the debt ratio, we're not worried about assets. It's like I said, it's going to be gone fast. I hate to say that, but that's why let's say get started today.
I love that, man. I love that. So yeah, it's definitely something that you guys want to jump on ASAP, because I already know this program's not going to last more than a few months. I'm seeing buzz about it all over social media, TikTok, everything. Chad, you've been talking to us about this program for at least a month, before we knew that, before it actually came out and rolled out.
Yeah.
So it's a good opportunity. So what is the step one? If people want to see if they qualify for this dream program, what do they need to do, Chad?
Please call us at 805-790-2500. I have my partner Linda and I, and then we have teammates. So somebody will always answer the call. And if you leave a message, we'll call you right back. But yes, now is the time to get started, at least get a pre-qualification, and then do your application. We'll get you approved and you're out the door. And we want to start the first-time homebuyer education that is required. So we want to get that out of the way up front too.
Okay. And yeah, glad that you mentioned that. So it's only for first-time buyers. If you own another property, or if you had another property within the last 3 years.
3 years. You know what? Here's the crazy part. If they own a rental property, they could still buy if they have not lived in as an owner occupant of a home they owned in the last 3 years.
So that's pretty awesome. That's pretty awesome.
Incredible. Yes.
So let us know what you think about this loan program. I'm curious to hear in the comments, do you think it's worth it to get 20% down payment if you have to give up 20% of your equity? I think it's worth it. I mean, what do you have to lose? You wouldn't have had the house in the first place.
Yeah. And just to clarify, it's only on appreciation, not the total equity package, because any equity that is built from the debt, the mortgage, first mortgage being paid down, is 100% to the owner. It's just sheerly based on the gross appreciation of that sales price minus the original purchase price.
So what if you buy the house and in 5 years it doesn't appreciate?
Yep.
You could just turn around and give them their money back.
Yeah, as long as they get their money back, that's all. They go, hey, yeah, we all bet on real estate. It didn't work out. You were able to lock in your house payment, if you think of it that way, because rents keep going up.
Yeah. So it's like your uncle's giving you a free loan. It doesn't cost you anything. Exactly. And if you make $100,000 in equity, you only got to give them $20,000. You still get $80,000 for an investment that you didn't have to put any money in. And you're just basically, in most cases, you're just paying what you'd be paying in rent anyways.
Well, think of it this way. Isn't 80% of something more than 100% of nothing?
It sure is.
Mm-hmm. So
I love that analogy.
This is a very low risk transaction for people that are very serious about becoming home buyers. This is a really great golden opportunity. Awesome.
Well, is there anything else that we didn't cover that you want to educate people on about this program?
We do have like about a 6-minute video. I don't know if you can put it down in the comments. We can get the link in there, but that'll cover more detail. But the biggest thing is just reach out. We're here to answer questions. We're very big on education. We're very big on coaching. And if for some reason you need a non-occupant co-borrower, or you have owned in the last 3 years and you still want to become a homeowner with very little down, we do have other programs. So it's worth talking about. And if your credit score isn't at a 660 or a 680, we can give you coaching advice on how to get there, because we're going to sit there after this program runs out of money. We're all going to get on our knees and pray that they get more funding for this program.
It sounds amazing, man. I think it's going to be a great value for a lot of people. I think a lot of people should jump on this. And the only thing is, let's hope they jump on it soon and don't wait too long. Summertime is almost upon us, and the market always gets a little crazy then. So awesome. All right, you guys. So if you think this is an awesome program, please go ahead and give us a like. Let us know that you enjoyed it, and subscribe so that you can see future videos when we have more information. Chad, thank you so much for joining us and educating us on this awesome program. Thank you for taking the time, and we'll see how many people that we can get locked in this before it runs out.
Definitely. My pleasure.
All right, man. Have a good one.
You too. Bye-bye.